Wednesday, December the 9th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. A lot to talk about today. Let's get right into it. I'll start off with a peek from the Winston-Salem Tower camera at the time I'm cutting the video, which is during the 5 o'clock hour. Can't see a whole lot. Visibility is pretty low out there across the region. Temperature in Winston-Salem right now stands at 41. The wind is calm. And notice those humidity values up there pretty high this morning. Again, some pretty low visibilities to be found out there across a lot of the region. Some patchy and even in some instances widespread dense fog this morning. Again, these are your 5 o'clock hour visibilities this morning. Dense fog advisory in effect for a good chunk of the region, and even in the spots where there's not technically a dense fog advisory in effect, there are some patchy areas of fog to contend with. Now let me flip over to the Futurecast modeling, the RPM modeling, and notice as we go through the course of today, you see the fog eroding with time. There you are at 11 o'clock this morning, and then eventually as you get toward the afternoon, pretty good shape regarding fog. So that will erode with time. There's your high temperatures across the Triad area yesterday. A lot of us right around the 60-degree mark. Charlotte, a couple ticks warmer in many spots. Low to mid-60s across most of the Charlotte viewing area yesterday afternoon. Radar is quiet precipitation-wise this morning. Very, very quiet across most of the southeast as well. No big problems in most spots. Now let me show you where there are some big issues, and that's the Pacific Northwest. Big-time storm systems continue to slam that part of the country. Heavy rain in the higher mountain elevations, heavy snow. In fact, let me show you a combined chart here. This is combining upcoming rainfall and snowfall. So where you see the snow contours, that's where the precipitation is falling in the form of snow. You know, those mountain spots and big, big snow totals in some instances. And obviously right along the west coast, some huge rain totals as well. Pretty impressive storm system impacting that part of the lower 48. But again, across the southeast, all is quiet. And look at this milder air. These are 5 a.m. temperatures Eastern time. Look at that milder air over the lower Mississippi Valley. That is heading our way. A lot of people were asking, hey, where's the cold air? Well, there's your highs across the lower 48 today. No Arctic air to be found in the lower 48, but there's the Arctic air, kind of bottled way up to the north and northern sections of Canada. Fairbanks, 16 below for a high today. Arctic Bay, Canada, 1 below. Now let me flip over to the GFS computer model. These are 850 millibar temperatures that are at or below freezing, so basically 5,000 foot temperatures at or below freezing. And as I put this into motion, you notice for most of the next 5 to 6 days, all that really cold air up at 850 millibars, which is an indication a lot of times of an Arctic air mass, that stays well to the north. But toward the middle of next week, a little bit of an inroads there with the Arctic air, at least the colder air moving into the northern parts of the plains and the Rockies. And there are some indications that as we get toward maybe the last 10 to 15 days of the month, that we transition to more of a cold pattern, at least in intervals over the eastern part of the country. So we'll see. Certainly nothing cold about the pattern for the rest of this week. A few showers today, though, over the eastern Carolinas. There's the high-resolution modeling, some of that shower activity lifting up through the really the eastern parts of North Carolina today. Now there's your highs, fairly mild. Low temperatures tonight, cool but not overly cold. Tomorrow, we really begin this warming trend as we go through your Thursday. I think a good deal of sunshine out there overall, not a bad day at all. There's your Thursday highs across the region. Friday, we really begin to see the milder air working on in. The southwesterly flow very well established. That'll continue all weekend long. So there's your Friday high, 67 in Charlotte and the Triad. And then notice the big ridge, the upper levels developing overhead through the southeastern part of the country over the weekend. The result, look at these temperatures. These are Saturday afternoon highs, 70s for a lot of us, and Sunday probably just as warm, if not a degree or two warmer. That is impressive warmth for December. Probably a little shy of records in most spots, but certainly very, very warm. And then we get a cold front in here. That front will mainly slide through Monday. This is the GFS computer model representation. There's your cold front moving through. Some Monday showers, maybe a few rumbles of thunder. And then a little bit cooler, but still nothing overly cold, at least through the first half of next week. Ski resort area information as of last check late yesterday. You still had Cataloochee rather, and Sugar Mountain trying to remain open. Beach and Appalachian have continued to have suspended operations until conditions improve. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.